Alright guys, so welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video, we're going to look at a new pair of truly wireless earbuds. Now, earbuds right now range anything from really cheap to really expensive, and there hasn't been many where the value has been good, where you can get an affordable pair that actually sounds good and offers features that some of the more expensive pair do. I can say that this pair right here is probably one that if you're in the market for truly wireless earbuds, you want to look at first. And I'm talking about the JBuds Air by JLab. And to be honest, these are really popular right now. They're only $50. They've sold out several times, but right now on Amazon, they are available and only $50. And there's a link below if you're interested. And I think by the end of the video, you probably will be. So first off, let's look at what's inside the box. The first thing you notice is the case. Now the case is very small, so it makes it really convenient to just throw them in your pocket, keeps the earbuds well protected. It is a hard plastic, but what makes it unique is the fact that the charging cable is built in on the case, so you don't have to keep up with an additional cable. The earbuds themselves, it gets about 3 to 3.5 hours, but the charging case will charge it an additional 3 times. So overall, you're looking at roughly 13 to 14 hours of battery life total before you have to recharge the case. Now also in the packaging, when you open up the case, it has what they call their cush fins. It's basically something that's a rubber piece to go around the earbud if you need to keep them more secure. Now I found that I didn't need to use them. The ear tips that it came with it, with the weight, because these are extremely light, I had no issue with keeping these in my ear just the way they were. Now that came with the medium-sized ear tip, but also in the packaging, you get a small and a large ear tip. That way you can find a perfect fit for you. So I found that when they're in my ear, you basically kind of forget that they're even there. That is until you have to start using the touch controls. Now this is always a complaint of mine when talking about truly wireless earbuds. Anytime that you have to push them to make them do certain features, it feels like you're jamming the earbud in your ear and it's just not comfortable. The ones that I like are the ones that you have like the touch controls to slide up and down or slide them forward, slide backwards to be able to control and not actually have to keep pushing them into your ear canal. The one big plus to these as far as controls go, it's basically everything you can control from the earbuds themselves. You don't have to have an app, you don't have to keep pulling out your phone. All the controls are built in. And in some cases, the left and right do things differently. You're able to control your volume just by simply clicking once on the right side to turn it up and once on the left side to turn it down. Same thing with skipping the tracks forwards and backwards. You simply just press and hold it for about 2 seconds and it'll skip forward. And then on the left side, you press and hold it 2 seconds for it to skip backwards. As far as smart controls, you can wake Siri and Google by tapping twice on the right hand side, and if you need to play or pause the song, you simply tap twice on the left hand side. There's also EQ settings built in on these earbuds. There's 3 different settings. There is the signature sound, a balance sound, and then a bass boost. Now I found between each EQ setting there wasn't much of a difference, but the signature sound to me sounded best. By changing the EQ settings, you just press and hold either earbud for about 3 seconds and it'll tell you which one it's changing it to. If you do want to work out in these, they are IP55 rated, so they are sweat proof. So if you're gonna run and work out at the gym, you don't necessarily have to worry about them damaging the earbuds, but before you put them back in the charging case, make sure to dry them off because that will mess up the charging case. Another thing to point out is this is Bluetooth 4.2. I didn't notice any lag with my phone or tablet or anything like that when watching videos, which is really important because there are a lot of truly wireless earbuds that can't seem to keep up with video, so you're getting sound way behind what the video you're watching it is, and it completely will take you out of the experience. And I didn't notice that with these at all. To be honest, I think JLab, I don't know what they did to be able to make these $50, especially when you have AirPods. Well, that's Apple, so we know why they're expensive. You could basically get 3 pair of the JLab for what you can get the AirPods for. Just giving a brief comparison of the two for people that are familiar with the AirPods, the functionality on the AirPods, especially if you're an Apple user, is definitely more unique with the instant connection and then some of the controls you're able to make it do. But the AirPods, you can't control your volume. With the JLabs, you can. And sound on the JLabs completely destroys what the AirPods are capable of. And again, that kind of baffles me what JLab's able to do and only charge $50. Sound I felt was really punchy, like bass was so good, but I think the mids and trebles stands out more than anything. I think the clarity on these is what's special, and the fact that even though they're earbuds jammed in your ear, you feel like you have space. It doesn't feel like your music is kind of confined in this small area. So that brings to life music that is more on a mellow side, but even excitement when you're listening to stuff like hip hop and metal and things that you just want more energy out of. And again, if you're gonna work out with these, you want bass that's more forward and up front, but you don't want it drowning out everything else. And so most truly wireless earbuds are like one way or the other. They're really bass heavy and it muffles everything else, or it's just really bright and there's just no bass. And again, that has a lot to do with the seal that you get with the ear tips on these. Again, the ones that were on them right out of the packaging fit perfectly. Wore them for hours, didn't even realize that, you just completely forget they're in there. But the freedom of no wires and having sound like this, and the fact that they're $50, it's kind of a no-brainer. And like I said, these are really hard to get a hold of because they do keep selling out. And right now, Amazon does have them in stock. This would be a great gift for Christmas for anybody this year just looking for headphones or earbuds. And if you don't want to spend all the money on the AirPods, save you a ton of money and get better sound quality with the JLabs. The one thing I do want to point out though, if you do use your earbuds and headphones for taking calls, don't really rely on the mic quality being the best for taking calls. It will get the job done. Again, you probably don't want to use them for that. These are strictly just incredible sound quality, not spending a lot, so you don't have a lot to worry about. So guys, that is my quick review of the JBuds Air by JLab. A lot of people recommended these, so I finally picked them up. And I'm glad I did. I definitely see myself using these a lot. And it also works just having one earbud in at a time. So when you're at work and you just want to listen to music but still have an ear available to hear people around you, these can even do that. So JLab's knocked it out of the park with these. There's really not anything much you can complain about other than pushing the earbuds in your ear when you're having to do the different functions. But that may be nitpicking to some. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Thank you guys so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, guys, make sure to stay tuned for more.